Greetings, Lightworkers and Starseeds. Ava here, and today we're going to be chatting with DiYeena around a question from one of our viewers, Andrea, around, she wants to know about what DiYeena has to say around Atlantis, Lemuria, and the pyramids. She's very interested. I know she probably doesn't find it fascinating in her dimension, but she pointed out a few things before, and if she can share more. My biggest surprise was there is a pyramid under the pyramid. Wow, let's talk about it. I always love when you guys bring the questions because they're just so full-hearted and full of love and curiosity and joy and wonder. So thank you for your question, Andrea. Those of you who are new here, I'm so grateful for you tuning in. We talk with DiYeena from the Pleiadian Family here most days. And we have a question for her today. So I'm going to go ahead and just go right out and put you in touch with the Pleiadians. Here we go. This is DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family, and we are here to bring the love, we like to say. You see, you are curious about your world around the particularities of what you call the ancient Lemuria and Atlantis and the pyramids and all these things, you see. Well, it is fascinating, you see, because you see, this is all part of the now. You see, this is the most fascinating part of it, is that it is not necessarily in the history. You see, it is in the moment, you see. And so it is always a playing out. And this is why some of you can even have the memories, which you consider the memories, really playing out in the timelines, the parallel worlds around having different experiences in different worlds, you see. And so it is interesting that curiosities, and it is mainly because these were places that were in a little bit of a higher frequency than you are used to, but still resided on your planet. So this is why there is a little bit of the fascination around it, you see, because it had, and same with the pyramids as well. These are curiosities that have a little bit of mystery to them, and they were really key moments that have a lot of frequency that you are moving into currently in this part of the now, you see. So as it all is playing out, you see, it is it's almost like your soul is using that part as a template of remembrance for the now, and really letting yourself re-experience in another dimension. You see, I know it is a little bit confusing for the mind, so it is better if you just let your heart kind of process it all, you see, because you can talk about the particularities of the Lemurians and the Atlanteans and the Egyptians, you see, and a lot of these were extraterrestrials, you see, coming onto the planet in a similar way as what's happening now on your planet, you see. So it is not very, very different in this way. You see, so these were moments of bringing in, whether it was bringing in the heart frequency or other frequencies of the mind that were bringing in technologies that were useful for your planet at the time, or bringing in ways to communicate better within the portal that Earth tends to be in the planetary, the cosmic rearrangement or arrangement, you see, because it is a very nodal point within the cosmos. So it is almost like a portal in a certain way, and it has a very particular important role. And so some of the points on your planet and some of the things that were created there do help in the communication process. So you wonder particularly around the pyramids, you see, and the pyramids under the pyramids, you see. And so these are simply ways of communicating and in the ways that create an availability of frequency that would not otherwise be there, you see. So it is not that we do not have other ways to communicate with the technologies, you see, but this was one way of creating an anchor point on the planet for a particular purpose, you see. And others have used it for other purposes, you see, because it is aligned. It has so many peculiarities of cosmic alignment that serve very useful, that are very useful in the cosmos, you see. Whether it is aligning with particular planetary systems and star systems and things like this, and also being availabilities for different dimensionalities of geometric patternings that can be assistance in creation, creating many different levels of realities, you see. And same is true for under the earth, you see. You have the inverted pyramid, which is creating a frequency that is going into the earth, which is amplifying the earth itself. You see, so all of this is of use, you see. And so there is no necessarily the details, because it is dependent upon who you ask and for what purpose, because it is simply it is like saying you have one pattern. It is like a map, you see, like every geometrical pattern is like a map in the cosmos, you see, and you can use it for any intent depending on what your outcome is preferred, you see. So it is like that in the sense that it is a blueprint of creation, and it is up to the intender of the creator's mind of what it is going to be, you see. So it is like a telephone, you see. What are you going to do with the telephone? You're going to make a phone call, but who are you going to call, and what are you going to say, and what is going to be the outcome of that phone call, you see. Anything is possible. So it is sort of like that. It is a tool of energetic frequency that can be used in a variety of ways, you see. And for the civilizations, it is similar, you see. You are seeing the same thing happening right now. You are seeing the same thing unfolding in a certain way, where many, many souls that were once a part of these ancient communities are coming back onto the planet on this timeline as well. For some, it feels like almost unfinished business. Which is a little hard to explain, but it is really like you are working it out on all the parallel levels, simultaneously creating the outcome you choose, you see. So all the ways it is happening, and some are coming into the forms of the whales and the dolphins into the ocean to help in that particular way, because that is the easiest access point, because the waters are so prevalent on your planet that is an easy point to create a shift of a frequency, because their water is so abundant and so easy to shape-shift into, so easy to manipulate into different frequencies, is it not? You see, you can put into water, we know these things, love or hate, and it creates a different shape, it creates a different outcome. So you have many of the star seeds coming into the animals in the oceans to upgrade the frequencies of love in the waters, and that's fascinating. So these are all good signs, you see. So all this to say that we really do not need to know so much about the details, although to say, that there are a lot of ideas around your planet about what was going on, and some are true to form in certain ways. So you can do some research and get an idea about what was going on in these times. You see, people are curious of where these places were on the planet, and if they will re-emerge, and all these things. And these are more just curiosities, because at the end of the day, what does it matter? What does it matter? Because it is all playing out in the now. And it's all playing out for the creation of love. And to always remember that is why you are here, and it is why you are there at that time as well. You see, and so you're simply an orchestration of experience that is happening in every moment, and that is true for now as well. So keep your focus on the now. Keep your focus on the love, you see. And play where you need to play to fulfill the heart's desire, the soul's yearning, and the true purpose of what you come for, you see. Do not be afraid to do the playing, and do not be afraid to do the creations, because that's why you're here, as long as it's coming from the love. With that, we leave you with the blessing and the joy of knowing that you are creators in the most magnificent, masterful way, and to never forget this. To always remember you come in the love and you create in the love, and everything you are doing is a creation, and you are the creator. We love you very much. Blessings. We trust that this message was exactly what you needed to hear, and if you liked this, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Sometimes it's really hard to come in and be do all the earth things. She feels really still close, but I'm so grateful for all of you here in the community, and if you liked it, you know what to do, and we can't wait to see you next time. Blessings and love to you all. Thanks.